short video is about revising essays. Some of the information from the video comes from the textbook called Essay Writing for Canadian Students. Revision means seeing again, so it's much more than just proofreading your essay. It is thinking about your essay in a new way and revising accordingly. The goal of revision is to improve on 3 levels. First, the conceptual level. Does this essay reflect the best thinking you're capable of doing on the topic? Second, the organizational level. Have you organized and presented your ideas effectively? And finally, the stylistic level. Is your writing clear, engaging, and free from errors? So just to talk about each one of these for a minute again. The conceptual level is important because it does reflect your thinking on the subject. And sometimes you find you need to go back to the text in order to do more thinking about it and more analysis in order to improve your essay on the conceptual level. In terms of the organizational level, you might find that paragraphs need to be moved around so that they are in order of ascending interest, in other words, from weakest to strongest. Sometimes you'll find that you'll need to organize or reorganize points within your paragraph so that they're more clear. And finally, the stylistic level is what you should do last. So that is fixing errors and making sure that everything is written clearly. So all 3 levels are important for revision. Make a revision outline. You can make a revision outline to keep track of the changes you need to make in your draft. So what you do in this case is you write an outline of the draft you've already written, and then in a column beside the outline, make notes on the changes you wish to make in each section. And that will help you be organized for when you go ahead and write the new revised essay. Revise your thesis statement. Writing the draft has helped you to understand your subject and the text better. So it's important that you go back at this point and revise your thesis statement to reflect what you've learned in writing the essay, the fact that you now know the text much better and you can write your argument more clearly and perhaps in a more complex and nuanced way. So the second point says you should rework your tentative thesis statement to reflect your now more advanced thinking about the text. Check both the content of your thesis statement and its presentation. So the content is what is being said, and the presentation is how it's being said. So make sure, especially if you're making it more complex because of your advanced thinking on the subject, make sure it's still clear and understandable to your reader. Questions to ask yourself when revising your thesis statement. Does your thesis statement give an opinion with reasons to support it? If not, you can go ahead and revise accordingly. Does it suggest you have a good grasp of your subject? And finally, does it interest readers in your interpretation of the material? Revising essay structure. Each of your middle paragraphs should constitute or contribute to one specific point that supports your thesis. So each paragraph should refer back to your thesis statement and support that overall argument. And paragraphs should follow the order suggested by your thesis statement. So if you mentioned in your thesis statements the various points that you'll address in your essay, your paragraph should follow those points in that same order. Check topic sentences. Does each paragraph contain a topic sentence that announces the subject and makes a point about the subject? Topic sentences should be like mini thesis statements. They're like little arguments that relate back to the overall argument. Topic sentences should not be descriptions and they should not be facts. They should be opinions that can be supported and are supported by the rest of the paragraph. And does your point in your topic sentence support some aspect of your thesis statement? Of course, make sure that it does and that it advances your overall argument. Revising your conclusion. Your conclusion should leave your readers with a strong sense of the importance of what you've written. And a good conclusion for an academic essay, generally it summarizes what's been said, but it also expands the thesis and main points and sets them within a broader context. So you're reminding your reader what your overall argument is, but also setting it in a broader context. In other words, discussing why it's important and why your reader should care about that argument and your subject. Thank you for listening. The end.